Hello again. In this video, I'm kind of sort of picking up on the last one that I had started. I'm just going to delete what I had before and continue with another topic. So again, this is a fresh replit. I just ignored my index.html. I went straight to my script.js, and here's where I'm going to start typing things. Alright, so today what I want to show you is how do you store information to be used later in a program. So how can you sort of store values, store data? And you do that by declaring a variable. The way you can declare a variable, I'm going to call this variable, I don't know, I guess I'll just call it A. Well, maybe not A, I'll use X. And okay, this is new, it's telling me what variables I have. So I have the variable X. Here I've declared it. So if I don't do that, if I just say x is equal to 5, I don't think that'll work. Let's see. It didn't complain. Can I do this? So let's log whatever x is. And it doesn't really work. I imagine that there's errors. But you have to declare, well, maybe it didn't update, actually. Yeah, it's out of sync. Weird, okay. Okay, it actually worked. It really shouldn't work. What you really should have to do is declare a variable. One way to do that is to type var, and that declares your variable. And when you set it equal to something right away, when you declare it, that's called initializing. And then you can use it later. Sorry about this. And it should output a 5. You can not declare it or initialize it right away. You can just declare it and then say x is equal to 6 or something like that, and then run it, and that works just fine too. Alright, what else can you do? Well, let's say I make x is equal to 6 and I want to make it equal to 10. Well, one way I can change the value of what my variable is, I can say I want x to now be equal to whatever it was before plus 4. So it was 6. So here I'm assigning the letter x to, and here I'm calling what the value of x is. So this is referring to the letter, and this is referring to the current value. And an equal sign means set it to. So assign a value to it. Assign a value to x, which is what it was before, plus 4 now. So this should make it 10. So if I run that, I do get 10, which is good. There's another way to do this exact same thing. I'm going to change the numbers a little bit. Maybe I'll start with 10, and this time I want to add 4 to get to 14. Another way I can do that is with the addition assignment. So I'm going to say plus equals, and I'm going to add, maybe I'll add 5. Maybe I'll make it 15. That'll add 15 to the current value. So this doesn't set it. It adds to its current setting. It adds 5 to its current value. So I should get 15 here, and I do. That also works for subtraction. Well, if it would update, I should get 5 there. So you can do subtraction. You can do multiplication with an asterisk. So that should give me 50 if it ever syncs. Yep. And you can do division. I could do with a slash 2. I could divide it by 2, and divide equals by 2, and that should give me a 5. And there we go. So you can use this sort of a thing to change its value with a mathematical operation based on where it is right now. There is also what are called the increment operators, and these are used a lot. So if you ever heard of, like C++, Y++, well, because if I say X++, that increments it by 1. So like if I was at, let's say 20, let's try to run that, I get 21 because I set it to 20, and then I increase it by 1. That's what X++ does. Decrement is minus minus, so I should get, in this case, 19, and that is what I get. So these are different ways that you can assign values to a variable. You can sort of addition assignment, so you can make a variable equal to something. You can add we'll say x plus equals 2, so I'll get to 22, and then I'll subtract 1 to get to 21. Well, it's not updated again. There we go. 21, okay, so set it to 20, add 2 to its current value, take away 1, 21. Alright, so I hope that makes sense. That's how you assign, declare, initialize variables, change their values, reassign them, and then increment and decrement. I hope that makes sense. See you in the next one.